Well, Silver Doctors, fund manager warns Japanese launch of physical gold exchange is signaling the endgame. Japan announced last week that its TOCOM or TOCOM commodity exchange would be trading physical gold, like the Shanghai Gold Exchange, on July 25th. The news of this event was largely muted in the Western financial media, and even the alternative media blogosphere largely seems to have overlooked the news release, but this is a highly significant development because it signals a subtle shift in Japan's economic and monetary focus from west to east. It will also create a big upward price readjustment in both gold and silver. Now, I find this interesting, number one, and really, well, I'm trying to think how many things that makes me find this interesting. I'm just going to give you one. Ben Bernanke, ex-Fed head, right, goes to Japan the other day. Literally, what was it, 2 weeks ago? He was over there for financial advice to the government. What are we going to do? Negative interest rates. This crap isn't working. Do we do quantitative easing? Do we do helicopter money to the citizens? Do we do helicopter money to everybody? What do we do? And you'll remember Ron Paul asked old Ben Bernanke, do you think gold is money? No. Then why do central banks store it? Tradition. Remember, he asked him, well, why don't you guys store, diamonds or, pearls or something? Oh, it's just tradition. Tradition. So the man who says gold isn't money, it's just tradition, just visited Japan, the government specifically. And we now have 2 weeks later a story that Japan is going to have a physical gold exchange. Not like our garbage exchange where we go online and buy these paper contracts and push paper back and forth with each other. Like Shanghai, it is a physical market. Once again, PM or precious metal fund manager Dave Kranzler. On a side note, it's important to know that late July, early August is seasonally the most quiet part of the year for the biggest Eastern Hemisphere gold accumulators. And we're going into the roll period when the bulk of the massive blob of August paper gold rolls into December, the next front month for COMEX paper gold. Having said that, China has actually slightly increased its gold imports this month. India has been in hibernation since March 1st, but its biggest seasonal buying period starts in about 4 weeks. Unless smuggled gold into India is significantly greater in volume than anyone understands, India's demand will be somewhat price inelastic, and its elephantine appetite for gold will have a big impact on the price of gold. This leads us to Japan. Curiously, Japan announced last week that its TOCM, or again, TOCOM commodity exchange, and it says in brackets Japan's less corrupted CME equivalent, would begin trading physical gold just like the Shanghai exchange on July 25th. The news of this event was largely muted in financial Western media, and even the alternative media blogosphere seems largely to have overlooked the news release. But this is a highly significant development because it signals a subtle shift in Japan's economic and monetary focus from west to east. It will also create a big upward price readjustment in gold and silver. The significance of Japan's TOCOM exchange shifting from all fiat paper contracts to a physical gold trading and settlement operation is reinforced by the fact that 2 days ahead of the announcement, it was reported that Tanaka Kikinzuka Group, if I pronounce that right, Japan's leading precious metals trader, refiner, and manufacturer, acquired Swiss-based Metallor Group one of the world's largest refiners and suppliers of precious metals related products, Tanaka buys Metallurg. Right. So once again, if you're in the position to be in the know, like the club, and old Bernanke comes and pays you a visit, Mr. Bernanke, what do we do? Get a physical gold exchange going as soon as possible. Start stockpiling gold at your central bank as soon as possible. But Mr. Bernanke, I remember seeing you on C-SPAN. It was all over the media. Former presidential candidate and Congressman Ron Paul asked you if gold was money. You said no. Listen. Listen. I only tell him what he needs to know. And I didn't want to start a panic and people going out and buying precious metals too early. So that's why I said that to him. The truth of the matter is, you need to get a aircraft carrier backed up to the local gold exchange and put as much on that sucker as possible. Okay, understood. Have a nice day. Thanks for the advice. So now all of a sudden, we have some interesting groups in Japan, or this company, we're going to go buy this gold company. Matter of fact, since Bernanke said gold's not money, we're going to do something absurd and go buy a gold company, refiner, miner, etc., all of it. We're going to go buy this company. It's one of the Swiss's largest ever. We're going to buy them out. This is so easy to see. A monkey could figure this out. But when's it going to rise, man? When's the price really going to rise, Jay Snip, man? We've been hearing this for years. Answer, easy. When the club is ready to let it rise. You saw the silver back under $20, 1972. Gold, $13.24. I thought it was heading to $1,400. I thought silver was going to 22. In the club does a drive-by rating. It is only going to go up when they're ready. They're allowing Japan to go ahead, come on to the party, Japan. Get your gold stuff going. You can go ahead and buy out. Tell your insider club members that own these companies to go out and buy a nice big gold company because you're going to need it. It's going to be very profitable in the future. But not yet. Not yet. It will happen when the club says so. If you go and watch the documentary The Secret of Oz by Bill Still, he was also the creator of Money Masters, both great documentaries. He explains basically that, like all cycles, everything's a freaking cycle, right? There's the old central bank paper money cycle, fiat currency cycle. And at the end of the life of that paper money backed by nothing cycle, we always, the club already knows well in advance we're getting ready to go back on a gold-backed currency. Because we're about to destroy some stuff financially, and the people will not stand for us to do that and then tell them we're just going to start over and try that again. The people have to be told that some kind of change has been implemented. Kind of like we had Glass-Steagall implemented after some problems in the economy. Then it was slowly removed by the club. Bill Clinton at the top of the White House there helped sign off on that one. And then we had this reckless abandonment by the banking system. They're no longer banks. Now they're considered banks and investment houses. So now they can invest also, and they steal people's money and invest it, and they lose it, and then they get bailed out and all that stuff. So now, what do we hear Donald Trump saying immediately? We're going to get going on this, basically essentially Glass-Steagall. We'll work with the GOP. What else would you need to make this thing stable? How about a gold or silver, precious metal backed system? Paper money backed by nothing, fiat currency, has an average lifespan of 39 years throughout history. This is not the first time this has been tried. It's not going to be the last time. It certainly has been going on for hundreds and hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of years. And depending on what history book you read, you might even argue thousands. But point being, it's like any other cyclical event. It has an ending and then a new beginning. And that new beginning is about to occur sometime in the near future. And when it does, you're going to want to be on that precious metal side now while the prices are where they are. But back to the 39-year average lifespan of money. Ours got officially unbacked by gold in 1971. I've done this many times, but for my new subscribers, I'm going to count it all for you. 71, 81, 91, 2001, 2011. That's 40 years. In 2011, we were at the dead center, basically, of the average lifespan of paper money. We're now 2016. We're 5 years past that. We are 45 years into this paper backed by nothing cycle, which again has an average of 39 years. Keeping in mind, it's not always 39 years. Sometimes it was 25 years. I think on the lowest end, 40, 42, 40, whatever. It's an average. Bottom line, it's overdue, it's time, etc. The club knows this. That's why they've always prepared for this. They put those position limit rules in place by the CME group. When? Well in advance, 2 years ago, November. Haven't had to use them yet. No stop limits up yet. Not even close, as a matter of fact. Everything's fine here. Except the other night in the access market, where they did have a stop limit, but that was China's market, not ours. When have we ever seen that anyways? Now we got Japan going. Again, if you're a single-celled organism listening to me right now, I think you can grasp how important precious metals are. You only get one shot at this. Anybody hearing this video, you only get one shot at this. You're not going to have another shot at this in your freaking lifetime. Not going to happen. So, I just wanted to share that with you. Again, like he said, nobody's talking about this. Media, nobody's anything. When this is a huge sign in it, this is like the bat sign in the sky. Whoa, Batman, we need help. Oh, Japan's buying gold. What the? Physical metal exchange? What the? It is coming. And I believe it's coming soon. Take care.